This winter is shaping up to be one of the deadliest in American history. If you're not ready by December, you might not make it to spring. That's not fear-mongering, it's reality. Emergency planners in 23 states are quietly bracing for a catastrophic winter, and the signs are already here. A full-blown La Niña, a destabilized polar vortex, and record-breaking ice storms have already left thousands without power in Texas and Oklahoma before Halloween. And it's only going to get worse. In Minnesota, wind chills are expected to hit a bone-crushing -50 degrees Fahrenheit. Colder than the surface of Mars at night. Yet, shockingly, 70% of US households are completely unprepared for even a 72-hour power outage. I've spent weeks digging into NOAA's 2024-2025 winter outlook, FEMA's emergency prep guidelines, and real stories from off-grid communities. What I found is terrifying. But here's the good news. I've uncovered 13 life-saving items, all under $20, that could mean the difference between surviving and freezing. These aren't gimmicks, they're essentials. From a $10 thermal blanket that reflects 90% of your body heat, to a compact power bank that keeps your phone alive when the grid fails, these items are flying off shelves. One of them, item number 7, is already sold out in 32 states. In this video, I'll break down each item, explain why it's critical, and show you where to get it before it's gone. But first, I need to hear from you. Are you already seeing shortages, empty shelves, price hikes? Drop a comment with your location. What's happening in your area could be a warning for the rest of us. Now, let's dive into the first survival essential you need to grab today. Thermal Mylar Emergency Blanket, 10-pack for under $10. This isn't some cheap, shiny gimmick. These are life-saving tools originally designed by NASA to protect astronauts from the extreme temperatures of space. And now, for less than $10, you can get a pack of 10, that's less than $1 per blanket. Cheaper than a cup of coffee or a pack of gum. Think about that. For the cost of pocket change, you could have something that might save your life when the temperatures drop to deadly levels. Here's the deal. When the cold hits, your body loses heat fast. If you're stuck in a car during a blizzard, stranded on a trail, or sitting in a freezing house during a power outage, hypothermia can set in quicker than you think. That's where these Mylar blankets come in. They reflect up to 90% of your body heat back to you, creating a barrier between you and the cold. It's not just about staying warm, it's about staying alive. These blankets are waterproof, windproof, and tear-resistant. They're so lightweight and compact that you can stash them anywhere. Your car, your backpack, your emergency kit, even your kid's coat pocket. They fold up smaller than a granola bar, so there's no excuse not to have a few on hand. And they're not just for warmth. You can use them as ground cover, makeshift shelter, or even as a signal for help. The reflective surface can be seen from miles away. Real-life story. In 2023, a family in Wisconsin got caught in a surprise blizzard. Their car was buried in snow, and they had no cell service. They wrapped themselves in Mylar blankets and survived 18 hours in sub-zero temperatures. One blanket, one chance, one win. Right now, these blankets are flying off shelves. Some stores are already marking them up by 300%, and online retailers are struggling to keep them in stock. But if you act fast, you can still grab a 10-pack for under $10. This isn't just a blanket, it's a survival tool. When the power's out, the heat's gone, and the cold is creeping in, this thin silver sheet might be the only thing standing between you and hypothermia. 2 air-activated hand warmers. 40 pairs for under $15. Picture this. It's 7 a.m., you're shoveling snow, and within seconds, your fingers are so numb, you can't even grip the shovel. The power's out, the house is freezing, and your gloves aren't cutting it. That's when you'll wish you had a pack of these little heat miracles in your pocket. Air-activated hand warmers are a game changer. They don't need batteries, charging, or any fancy tech. Just tear open the package, give it a shake, and within seconds you've got up to 10 hours of steady, reliable warmth. They work through a simple chemical reaction. Iron powder inside reacts with oxygen in the air to create heat. It's safe, effective, and perfect for keeping your hands, feet, or even your face warm in brutal cold. These aren't just for outdoor enthusiasts anymore. Teachers in upstate New York are putting them in kids' backpacks. Delivery drivers are using them to survive long shifts in freezing weather. Hikers in Colorado swear by them for icy trails. And after the Texas ice storm of 2024, Thousands of people use these to stay warm while waiting days for power to be restored. A 40-pack costs less than $15. That's just 37 cents per pair. You can tuck them into your boots, coat pockets, or even your sleeping bag. Some people even tape them to their phone batteries to keep them warm because cold kills battery life fast. These little packets of heat are versatile, lightweight, and easy to store. But here's the catch. They're selling out fast. Walmart, Target, and Amazon have been dealing with rolling shortages since October. In states like Ohio and Michigan, some stores are limiting purchases to 2 packs per person. These aren't just a luxury, they're becoming a winter essential. When the heat's out and your fingers are stiff, these hand warmers could be the difference between staying calm and losing control. 3 battery-heated socks. Under $20, cold feet aren't just uncomfortable, they're dangerous. When your feet are freezing, your whole body feels the chill, and in extreme conditions, that can lead to frostbite or worse. Regular wool socks are great, but sometimes they're just not enough. That's where battery-heated socks come in. These aren't some high-tech gadget for winter athletes. They're practical, affordable, and life-saving. They look like regular thick socks, but inside are tiny carbon fiber wires that heat up when connected to a small USB battery pack. The same kind of battery pack you probably already have for your phone. They heat up in seconds and usually come with 3 settings: low, medium, and high. Translation: you can go from "I can't feel my toes" to toasty warm in no time. Imagine trudging through snow, waiting for a bus, or even just sitting in a freezing house during a power outage. With these socks, your feet stay warm, your circulation stays strong, and you stay comfortable. One nurse in Minnesota told me she wears them during her 12-hour night shifts, when the hospital's backup generator kicks in and the heat flickers. "They saved my circulation," she said. "These socks are machine washable, durable, and the battery lasts 5 to 7 hours on a single charge." Some people even use them while sleeping during power outages, paired with a Mylar blanket for a personal heating system that costs less than $30. Right now, sales are skyrocketing. Amazon's top-selling pair is already on backorder in 18 states, and TikTok videos showing people using them during blackouts have millions of views. At under $20, these aren't a luxury, they're a necessity. When your toes start going numb and the heat's out, you'll wish you had them. Don't wait until it's too late. 4. Wool beanie and neck gaiter combo. Under $18. You've probably heard it a million times: wear a hat in winter. But here's what no one tells you. Your neck is just as important. You lose a massive amount of heat through your head and neck, and if you're only wearing a hat, you're leaving yourself exposed. That's why a wool beanie and neck gaiter combo is one of the smartest investments you can make this winter. Let's talk about wool, not synthetic junk, traps heat even when it's wet. It's breathable, resists odor, and works in extreme cold. A good wool beanie seals in the heat from your head, but the real MVP here is the neck gaiter. This simple tube of fabric wraps snugly around your neck, chin, and even your face if needed. In blizzard conditions, it blocks freezing wind from hitting your throat, a major cause of rapid heat loss. After last year's deadly ice storm in Oklahoma, first responders noticed a pattern. Survivors stuck in cars for hours all had one thing in common: they were wearing heavy neck coverings. One man said his gaiter was the only thing keeping him from panicking during a 10-hour wait for rescue. This combo costs under $18 and is available on Amazon and at outdoor stores. You can wear it under a hood, over a mask, or on its own. It's versatile, lightweight, and effective, whether you're shoveling snow, walking the dog, or sitting in a freezing house during a blackout. Right now, demand is through the roof. Google Trends shows a 280% increase in searches for thermal neck gaiter since September 20. Outdoor brands are struggling to keep up with order. It's not flashy, it won't charge your phone, but when the wind chill drops below 0 and your breath turns to ice, this simple combo could be the reason you stay warm and safe while others are rushing to the ER with hypothermia. 5. Solar-powered power bank. Your lifeline under $20. When the power goes out, your phone becomes your most critical tool. It's your connection to emergency services, weather updates, and even a way to keep your sanity with a little entertainment. But here's the problem. Cold weather drains phone batteries faster than you can imagine, sometimes in under an hour. That's where a solar-powered power bank steps in to save the day. And no, you don't need to drop $100 on one of these. For under $20, you can get a compact, reliable solar power bank that charges during the day using sunlight or a wall outlet. It stores enough juice to recharge your phone 2 or 3 times. And many models come with bonus features like built-in flashlights, SOS signals, and even emergency radios. The best part, it works when the grid doesn't. Take the Texas ice storm of January 2025, for example. Thousands of people were left without power for days. Gas stations were closed, roads were impassable, and temperatures stayed below freezing. Those who had solar power banks were able to call for help, check road conditions, and even keep their kids entertained with short bursts of video or music. One mother in Dallas used hers to power a small heater in her baby's room, keeping the temperature just above freezing. That's the kind of life-saving utility we're talking about. These devices are built to last for years. While they charge slowly in sunlight, taking about 6 to 8 hours, you can top them off before a storm hits. Keep one in your car, one by your bedside, and one in your emergency kit. Right now, demand is skyrocketing. Amazon's best-selling solar power bank has sold out multiple times since October, and Reddit users in cold states like Michigan and Maine are sharing tips on how to maximize their use during short daylight hours. This isn't just a gadget, it's peace of mind. When the power's out and the cold is creeping in, this little device ensures you're not left in the dark. It's not just a charger, it's a lifeline powered by the sun, ready to step in when everything else fails. 6. Rechargeable headlamp. Hands-free light for under. Picture this. The power's out, it's pitch black, and you're fumbling around with a flashlight while trying to fix a blown fuse or dig your car out of the snow. Sound like a nightmare? That's why a rechargeable headlamp is an absolute must-have this winter. And at under $18, it's one of the smartest investments you can make. Forget the clunky, uncomfortable headlamps of the past. Today's models are lightweight, sleek, and USB rechargeable. Just plug them into a power bank, laptop, or wall charger, and you're good to go. Most headlamps have multiple brightness settings and can illuminate up to 100 feet ahead, giving you hands-free light exactly where you need it. The benefits go beyond convenient. In upstate New York last winter, a woman used her headlamp to safely restart her generator during a blackout. No tripping over cords or holding a flashlight in her mouth. In Ohio, a father turned a 36-hour power outage into an adventure for his kids by letting them wear headlamps around the house. It kept them calm and entertained, turning a scary situation into something manageable. But it's not just about comfort, it's about safety. Darkness increases the risk of falls, cuts, and other accidents, especially for older adults. A headlamp keeps your path lit and your hands free, whether you're shoveling snow, checking on a child, or boiling water in the dark. Many models are even water-resistant, so they'll keep working in snow or freezing rain. Demand for headlamps is surging. Google Trends shows a 200% increase in searches for emergency headlamp since November 2024, and stores are struggling to keep up with orders. Preppers are buying them in bulk, and for good reason. When the house is cold, silent, and pitch black, that little beam of light on your forehead might be the only thing standing between chaos and control. 7 USB flashlight keychain. Light in your pocket for under $12. Imagine waking up in total darkness. The power's out, your phone is dead, and you can't find your flashlight because it's buried in a drawer somewhere. That's exactly why a USB flashlight keychain is a game changer. And at under $12 for a 3-pack, it's practically free insurance against the dark. This tiny flashlight clips onto your keys, backpack, or belt loop, so it's always within reach. It's smaller than a thumb drive, weighs next to nothing, and shines a bright, focused beam when you need it most. No batteries to replace. Just plug it into any USB port to recharge. Whether it's a wall outlet, power bank, car charger, or laptop, it's fully charged in under 2 hours. People are using these everywhere. Teachers in Colorado keep one on their bags for early morning arrivals. Delivery drivers clip them to their uniforms for late-night routes. Parents in Michigan are even stashing them in their kids' winter coats. During recent Midwest blackouts, dozens of people reported using these to navigate icy sidewalks, check circuit breakers, or walk pets after sunset. What makes this little flashlight so powerful isn't just its brightness, it's its accessibility. You're never without your keys, so if the lights go out while you're cooking, walking, or checking the garage, you already have light in your hand. No searching, no panic. Right now, these keychain flashlights are flying off shelves. Amazon's top-rated model is sold out in multiple colors and TikTok videos featuring them in What's on My Keychain survival clips have gone viral. It won't heat your home or charge your phone, but it will keep you from tripping down the stairs in the dark. And when winter nights are longer, colder, and more dangerous, that small beam of light could be the difference between a close call and a real emergency. 8. Compact Car Jump Starter. Your winter savior for under 20. Picture this, it's minus 15 degrees Fahrenheit. Snow is piling up and your car won't start. You're stuck in your driveway, or worse, stranded on the side of the road. This isn't just inconvenient, it's dangerous. Cold weather can sap a car battery's power by up to 60%, leaving you helpless when you need your vehicle the most. That's where a compact car jump starter comes in. And no, you don't need bulky jumper cables or a stranger's help. This device, about the size of a protein bar, fits in your glove box and can jumpstart your car in under a minute. It charges via USB and costs less than $20 during frequent sales on Amazon and Walmart. Inside, it packs a powerful lithium battery capable of delivering enough surge to start even V6 engines. But it's not just for jump starting. Many models come with built-in LED lights, USB ports to charge your phone, and safety features to prevent sparks or reverse polarity. In prolonged outages, people are using these devices to power small electronics, run emergency lights, or even keep heated vests warm for short bursts. One woman in Wisconsin used hers to start her SUV during a blizzard after her battery died. With no help for miles and zero cell service, it saved her from spending the night in her car. Demand for these jump starters is through the roof. Google Trends shows a 310% spike in searches for mini jump starter under 20. Stores are restocking weekly, but many are limiting purchases due to high demand. Prepper communities are calling it one of the most underrated winter essentials, and they're not wrong. This isn't just for old cars or rural drivers. Even newer vehicles with advanced electronics are vulnerable in extreme cold. With one of these in your car, you're not just prepared, you're in control. And when winter hits hard, that little red box might be the reason you make it home safely. 9. Life-saving water purification straw. Under $20, imagine turning on your faucet and nothing comes out. Or worse, brown, murky water trickles out. That's exactly what happened to thousands across the Midwest and South during the brutal back-to-back ice storms of early 2025. Frozen pipes burst, water mains cracked, and boil advisories spread like wildfire across 15 states. Suddenly, something you've always taken for granted, clean drinking water, was gone. And here's the harsh reality. You can survive weeks without food, but only about 3 days without water. So what do you do when your tap runs dry and store shelves are stripped bare? Enter the water purification straw, a compact, no-nonsense tool that turns dirty, contaminated water into something safe to drink. This little device, about the size of a thick marker, filters out 99.9% of bacteria like E. coli and Salmonella, as well as 99.9% of protozoa like Cryptosporidium. Whether it's a puddle, a stream, or melted snow, you simply sip through the straw and the internal microfilter traps all the nasty stuff. No chemicals, no waiting, no complicated setup. After the Texas freeze of January 2025, when entire neighborhoods went without running water for over a week, families used these straws to safely drink from rain barrels and melted snow. One father in Dallas said, "I didn't want my kids drinking from a bucket like animals, but this straw made it safe, and it saved us." This isn't just for wilderness survival anymore. With aging infrastructure and extreme weather becoming the new normal, water failures are happening everywhere. The American Society of Civil Engineers recently gave U.S. drinking water systems a D+ grade, meaning millions of people are at risk of contamination during winter disaster. At under $20, this straw is cheaper than a single gallon of bottled water during a crisis. And unlike bottled water, it doesn't take up space or expire. Just toss it in your emergency kit, car, or bug-out bag, and forget about it until you need it. Right now, these straws are flying off shelves. Amazon's top-rated model has sold out multiple times since December. And it's not just preppers buying them. Teachers, nurses, and suburban parents are stocking up too. When the pipes freeze and the stores are empty, this tiny straw could be the only thing standing between you and dehydration. It won't fix the system, but it might just keep you alive long enough to see it repaired. 10. Emergency food bars. Under $15 for 12, you've got water, you've got heat. But what happens when the pantry runs out? The stores are closed, the roads are blocked, and delivery apps are useless. That's when hunger sets in fast. And in freezing weather, your body burns calories just trying to stay warm. Without food, your energy plummets, your focus fades, and your risk of cold-related injuries skyrockets. That's where emergency food bars come in. These aren't your average granola bars or protein snacks. These are military-grade, long shelf-life rations designed to keep you alive when nothing else is available. Each bar packs around 300 to 400 calories of dense, balanced nutrition carbs, protein, and fats engineered to sustain your energy for hours. A 12-pack costing under $15 provides 3 full days of emergency calories for one person. After the historic ice storm in Arkansas last January, where some families were stranded for over 5 days, local responders handed out these bars door to door. One woman said, "I lived on 2 a day, melting snow for water until the roads were clear. They weren't delicious, but I never felt weak. I stayed sharp." What makes these bars perfect for winter? They don't need cooking, refrigeration, or water to prepare. They won't freeze solid like canned goods, and they last up to 5 years in storage. No spoilage, no bugs, no hassle. Toss a pack in your basement, car, or office desk, and forget about it until you need it. Right now, demand is exploding. Google Trends shows searches for cheap emergency food bars have surged 260% since November 2024. Reddit threads are filled with people sharing how they've used them during power outages, snowstorms, or even long commutes when roads unexpectedly close. And unlike bulk freeze-dried meals that cost hundreds, these bars are affordable. At just over $1 per meal, they're the most cost-effective insurance against hunger. You don't need to be in the wilderness to need one. A blizzard can trap you at home just as easily as a mountain storm. When the power's out, the cold is biting, and the fridge is warming up, having even one of these bars could be the difference between holding on and breaking down. 11 N95 masks, under $10 for 20. You might think masks are just for flu season or construction sites, but in the winter of 2025, N95 masks are becoming a cold weather survival essential, and not for the reasons you'd expect. It's not just about viruses. It's about air quality in sealed-up homes and snow-choked environments. When winter hits hard, people seal their windows, crank up the heat, and trap everything inside: mold, dust, pet dander, and dangerous fumes from portable heaters or wood stoves. In homes without proper ventilation, carbon monoxide and fine particulate matter can build up fast. Add in blowing snow that carries dirt, road salt, and pollutants, and suddenly just breathing outside can become a risk. That's where N95 masks come in. Unlike cloth or surgical masks, these filter out 95% of airborne particles, including fine dust, smoke, mold spores, and even wildfire ash carried by winter winds. During a massive storm in the Great Plains in December 2024, health officials in Nebraska issued air quality warnings and recommended N95s for anyone going outside. But the real game changer, using them indoors during power outages. When people turn to kerosene heaters, fireplaces, or gas stoves for warmth, indoor air pollution spikes. One family in upstate New York reported headaches and dizziness during a blackout until they started wearing N95s indoors. It didn't fix the source, but it bought them time until help arrived. At under $10 for a pack of 20, these masks are one of the cheapest safeguards you can own. Keep a few in your winter coat, car, or emergency kit. They're lightweight, don't expire, and take up almost no space. Right now, sales are quietly rising. Pharmacies in Minnesota and Maine are already seeing early stockouts. On TikTok, videos showing what's in my winter car kit increasingly feature N95s, not for germs but for survival in dirty, dangerous air. You don't think about breathing until it hurts. In a winter full of storms, blackouts, and sealed-up homes, an N95 might be the only thing keeping your lungs safe. 12. Foldable snow shovel. Under 20, you wake up to 2 feet of snow, the driveway's buried, the sidewalk's gone, and your car is a frozen lump under a mountain of white. You grab your old shovel, only to find it's cracked, rusted, or just plain useless. Now what? You're stranded, late for work, or worse, unable to get out in an emergency. That's where the foldable snow shovel comes in. This compact, durable tool stores easily in your trunk, under your seat, or even in a closet, and unfolds into a full-sized, high-strength digger when you need it most. And yes, You can get one for made from tough aluminum or reinforced polymer. These shovels are built to handle wet, heavy snow, the kind that feels like shoveling concrete. The ergonomic handle reduces back strain and the curved blade makes scooping effortless. When you're done, it folds down to the size of a tablet and clips neatly into a small pouch. No more bulky storage, no more broken handles left in the snowbank. In Buffalo, New York, where a single storm dumped over 6 feet of snow in January 2025, residents with foldable shovels were able to clear exits fast, while others waited hours for plows. One delivery driver said, "I carry two, one for my truck, one for my front step. Saved me 3 sick days already." Right now, demand is skyrocketing. Search interest for compact snow shovel has jumped over 240% in the past 2 months. And unlike big snowblowers that cost hundreds and can break down, this tool is simple, reliable, and always ready. Winter doesn't care if you're prepared, but with a foldable shovel in your car, you're not at the mercy of the storm. 13. Mini multi-tool. Under $18. When everything goes wrong at once, the power's out, snow is piling up, your car won't start, and your furnace is making a strange noise. You don't want to be waiting for help. You want to fix it yourself. That's where the mini multi-tool comes in. Small enough to fit on your keychain, this compact gadget is a lifesaver, packing 8 to 12 built-in tools like pliers, wire cutters, screwdrivers, a knife, a bottle opener, and even a small saw. And at under $18, it's one of the most versatile survival tools you can own. This isn't just for outdoor enthusiasts or preppers. In freezing weather, things break fast. Wires snap, pipes burst, batteries fail, and car belts fray. When you're dealing with a frozen hose, a jammed snowblower, or a flickering electrical connection, you need more than duct tape. You need real tools, and you need them fast. The beauty of the mini multi-tool is that it's always with you. No digging through a toolbox in the dark, no lugging around heavy gear. Just clip it to your keys, backpack, or coat zipper, and it's ready when disaster strikes. Real-life examples show just how essential this tool can be. One homeowner in Minnesota used the pliers on his multi-tool to temporarily fix a broken furnace fan belt during a brutal 30 theft night. It wasn't a permanent solution, but it bought him 12 hours of heat, until a technician could arrive. A mom in Ohio used the screwdriver to replace the battery in her child's electronic thermometer during a flu outbreak. And a delivery driver in Colorado used the knife to cut through a frozen seatbelt that had iced over and jammed. What makes the mini multi-tool perfect for winter is its portability and versatility. It's small enough to fit in your pocket, but powerful enough to handle a wide range of emergencies. Whether you're tightening a loose screw, cutting through frozen rope, or prying open a stuck door, this tool has you covered. It's also incredibly durable, designed to withstand harsh conditions like snow, ice, and freezing temperatures. Right now, demand for mini multi-tools is surging. Amazon's top-rated model has sold over 200,000 units in the last 90 days alone. On Reddit, users in winter-heavy states are calling it the most underrated everyday carry (EDC) item, essential not just for preppers, but for anyone who wants to stay in control when systems fail. TikTok videos showcasing winter survival kits frequently feature this tool as a must-have. It won't heat your home or melt snow, but it will help you repair, adjust, cut, tighten, or open almost anything standing between you and safety. In a winter full of breakdowns, blackouts, and surprises, having this tiny hero in your pocket means you're never completely helpless. Because when the storm hits and things start failing, it's not about having every tool in the shop, it's about having the right one when you need it most. Conclusion: be ready before it's too late. This winter isn't just cold, it's unpredictable, dangerous, and potentially life-threatening. From record-breaking ice storms to power outages that leave millions in the dark, the risks are real and the time to prepare is now. The 13 survival items we've covered, each under $20, aren't just convenient, they're essential. These tools, from thermal blankets and water purification straws to compact car jump starters and emergency food bars, could mean the difference between staying safe and being caught off guard. Here's the blunt truth: winter doesn't care if you're ready. The storms will come, the power will fail, and the cold will bite. But with these affordable, life-saving items, you can take control. You don't need a massive budget or a bunker full of supplies, just smart, practical tools that work when everything else doesn't. So don't wait until the shelves are empty or the storm is already here. Start building your winter survival kit today. Whether you're stuck in a car, trapped at home, or facing a blackout, these items will help you stay warm, hydrated, fed, and safe. Because when the temperatures drop and the chaos begins, being prepared isn't just smart, it's survival. Stay safe, stay warm, and stay ready. Winter is coming, and it's not waiting for anyone.